It is an exciting day for both the University of Kentucky and the University of Louisville. And it's also an exciting day for Kentucky's business community. Today, we are proud to announce the development of a joint MBA program between Kentucky's largest public research universities. Even as we compete on the court and field, our two great universities share a deep and abiding commitment to the Commonwealth. We are partners for progress in this state. We're less than 80 miles from one another, but Lexington and Louisville are essential anchors for our economy. Our research universities must, and we do, play a critical role in enhancing the economy of our respective communities, but of the entire Commonwealth. Specifically, the partnership being developed through this joint executive MBA program will prepare mid-level and senior executives as business and industry leaders. Because of this program, we'll serve more and more students in new ways. We will offer greater expertise and exposures to our universities and to the public and private entities that undergird Kentucky's two largest metropolitan communities. The resources and skills that graduates will attain will make them more effective leaders for our Commonwealth. Through this new partnership and collaborations like the BEAM initiative, we're tying Lexington and Louisville, UK and U of L, closer to one another in a way that moves Kentucky forward. I want to thank Dr. David Blackwell, Dean of UK's Gatton College of Business and Economics, and Dr. Shirley Moyer, Dean of the University of Louisville's College of Business, for their leadership in this effort. We couldn't have gotten this done without them. Both deans are proud advocates of their colleges and leaders in developing a robust and well-prepared workforce for Kentucky. Now, I regret that my partner, Jim Ramsey, couldn't be here today. I'm new to Kentucky, only been here for 2 years, but Jim Ramsey is one of those people who immediately welcomed me, made me feel at home, and as we spend time together, I feel like I have known him all my life. Standing in for him today, it's my pleasure now to welcome University of Louisville Provost, Dr. Shirley Willihnganz, to the podium to share in this announcement. Shirley.
Thank you, Dr. Capilouto, and thank you to all of you for being here. Dr. Ramsey is out of town today, and I know he regrets that because this is an announcement that he would have been overjoyed to make. And you might wonder why we're announcing this when the program won't actually start for a year. It's because this is the time of year that people who are thinking about an MBA are thinking about it. And we want to be sure that all of those bright, wonderful people who are looking for this kind of degree know that they're going to be able to stay right here in Kentucky to get it. And really, why would you go anywhere else when you've got potentially the name of these two great universities on a diploma with all of the strengths and the knowledge that these two faculties can bring together into this great program? You know, we're announcing this today, and I think everyone thinks of U of L and UK as, well, you know, fighting usually like cats and birds. But the truth is, we have over 100 collaborations and opportunities for these two universities to bring incredible faculty together for, as Dr. Capilouto said, the good of the Commonwealth and for economic development as well as educational attainment for our people. So without belaboring this further, I would like to introduce Dean Charlie Moyer to come forward now and talk a little bit more about the specifics of the program. And again, I'm really delighted to have this, and Charlie's been really the first force to be pushing for it. So Charlie?
Well, first of all, thank you, Dave, for giving us the opportunity to make this path-breaking announcement in front of this distinguished group, the Kentucky Chamber. Thank you, President Capilouto and Provost Willihnganz, for your opening remarks and strong support for this initiative. David Blackwell, the Dean at UK, and I have known each other for nearly 20 years. Shortly after his arrival at UK, we met and began to discuss our common futures as business school leaders in the same state. We talked about the changing face of higher education, the increasing budget pressures, and the need to think as academic entrepreneurs. We talked about the opportunities for collaboration while we both continue to value the benefits that are realized by healthy and respectful competition. The idea of a joint executive MBA program, a program for experienced executives, quickly became the topic of discussion. This idea has emerged before, but for various reasons, never got pushed across the finish line. Perhaps what was needed was concrete evidence that both schools could share the national spotlight for the benefit of the Commonwealth. First in athletics, so why not also in academics? So perhaps we owe thanks to coaches Patino and Calipari as well. Our respective faculties have enthusiastically endorsed the concept. The Council of Post-Secondary Education, under leadership of Aaron Thompson and Melissa Bell, has been equally enthusiastic and encouraging. What a great concept. Two closely competitive schools within an hour of each other, pooling their resources, sharing revenues, sharing expenses, sharing faculty expertise and facilities to offer the next generation of leaders in the Commonwealth of Kentucky a world-class executive MBA program, right here in Kentucky. Joint programs such as this are fairly common between U.S. business schools and international partners, but they are virtually unheard of between two closely located and competitive institutions. We want to take the lead in these types of academic innovations. Over the years, the graduates of this program will make a huge impact on business, not-for-profit, and government institutions of this great Commonwealth. We view this as the first, but certainly not the last opportunity to take advantage of our complementary strengths, offering superior programs by pooling resources. We encourage you to consider this exciting new educational opportunity beginning in the fall of 2014 for the next generation of leaders in your organizations. I'm now pleased to turn the microphone over to my good friend, David Blackwell, who will share more details about this exciting new program. David?
Charlie, thank you very much. Also, I want to add my thanks to President Capilouto and Provost Willihnganz for being with us today and supporting this important initiative. I also thank Aaron Thompson and Melissa Bell at the Council of Post-Secondary Education for their encouragement. Charlie and I have been working together on a joint executive MBA program almost since I arrived in March 2012. Charlie gets credit for the idea of a joint program. As we talked about the opportunity, it became clear that with the size of our market, two competing programs could not reach the critical mass to be successful, nor would either school alone have the depth and breadth of faculty resources to staff what we want to be a world-class program. A joint program can give us the flexibility and faculty staffing to serve the market in a quality fashion. Further, the strength of the reputations of the two major research universities in Kentucky give us a statewide reach. The bottom line is that the program will be more successful in developing leaders by us working together than by working independently. Thanks, Charlie, for coming up with this great idea. So where are we on this journey? Charlie and I have worked with our respective leadership teams to develop the high-level framework. The program will be 45 credit hours, similar to our existing MBA programs. We will equally share the revenue, expenses, the teaching workload, and the governance related to the program. Approximately half of the classes will be taught in Louisville and half will be taught in Lexington at our respective campuses. It is also important to note that the plan is for the executive MBA program to be self-sustaining, requiring no new resources from either university or from the state. Currently, our faculties are working together on building the curriculum, and we plan to move proposals for the program through our respective university governance processes starting in the early fall, targeting launch of the program in fall 2014. As our proposals make their way through the administrative process, there will be further announcements. Later in the fall, we will launch a website and start recruiting our first class. So what makes this program unique? First, it is designed for mid-level executives ready for the director or the VP level. These are leaders with potential to reach the C-suite and will normally have at least 10 years of work experience. Second, executives can complete the program without leaving their current positions. Classes will meet all day Friday and Saturday on alternating weekends. This means that the participants are away from the office only one day every 2 weeks. This makes it easier for students to get organizational support for their participation and facilitates what can be a busy travel schedule for high-level executives. The program will take approximately 17 months to complete. Third, the program is cohort-based, meaning that students will move through the program together as a group, expanding their network and building strong personal and professional relationships. Also, the students will be structured into study teams to work on assignments and projects and to support each other in what will be a demanding program. The program will also provide an opportunity for students to execute major projects for their organizations as a capstone experience, bringing to bear the learning in the program to a live problem. Finally, there will be a strong emphasis on developing leadership and communication skills that the students require to navigate the top level of their organizations. Among these skills will be learning to navigate the public policy arena. We plan to use study trips to Washington, D.C. and Frankfurt to show students how to interact with federal and state government to influence policy or to help their organizations better deal with growing regulation. With these features, we believe the program will build a strong set of leaders for Kentucky. I hope you are as excited to hear about this program as we are to be developing and delivering it. And you can help us by spreading the word. And when an emerging leader in your organization approaches you for advice about an executive MBA, I hope you will encourage them to think about the UK U of L program. Also, if anyone here today is interested in knowing more, please reach out to Charlie or me. Thanks everyone for your attention today, and thank you again, Dave, for giving us this opportunity to announce this initiative at what could not be a more appropriate event. Enjoy the rest of your conference, and thank you.